Good morning. Real quick, just want to make this informative video. Happy Good Friday to you. If you celebrate Good Friday, happy Good Friday to you. But I just read the news on my phone. I often do not watch the news on television. I don't watch television much at all, unless I'm binge watching or something. And so I just read the news on my phone that mortgage rates are the lowest that it's ever been. Good morning. You all are coming in. But do you qualify? And there are record-breaking mortgage rates interest that it's ever been. I keep telling you all, or keep informing you, that this year is the year for the biggest wealth transfer for some people that they've ever experienced, right? The question is, are you positioned? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Because the opportunities are going to be here. I know it may seem like we got over 6 million, rotate my phone, 6 million Americans that are filing for unemployment. But for people that want to get assets, right, want to gain assets, if your credit score is in position, right, you can get assets to get cash flow. If you're knowledgeable about what you're investing in, if you're doing your due diligence, if you know how to analyze a deal in real estate, if you know how to trade. Now, interest rates on mortgages as well as credit cards, right, are the lowest it's ever been. But if your credit score is the lowest it's ever been, then you're going to miss out on this wealth transfer, people. And that's what it's being called. You're going to miss out on this wealth transfer. You're going to miss out on your opportunity to get homes within the next upcoming months to be a home buyer at the cheapest price, at the cheapest rates that has ever been available, if you ever aspire to be a home buyer. And so with that being said, they are right, but some people don't qualify for the low mortgage rate because they have low credit scores or they don't have the down payment needed, right? So if you know anything about the credit score as it relates to FHA, because that's the most widely used mortgage financing system, FHA, you could qualify to 580, right? You could qualify to 580. A lot of your realtors will not inform you of that because, they want you to be at a 620. You get much more better deals or discounts or interest rates. So they would, inform you at least a 620, but you could qualify at a 580 for a FHA loan. Well, your realtor will usually set the standard at 620. Recently, the banks, not FHA, not Fannie Mae, not Freddie Mac, but the banks themselves, the Bank of America, the Chase, the big lenders, Wells Fargo, wherever you may go banking with, your community bank, they raised the bar as far as qualifying with your credit score from a 580, aka 620, to 640, and some as high as 680, right? So some as high as 680. But now is the opportunity. You have to position yourself with your credit, because as you can see, your job right now can be questionable. Your job may be questionable, but if you can get credit and invest in an asset, you can still have cash flow in this economy. Second thing, the Fico 10T update, what I've been coming before you about since January of this year, since January 23rd, that the news released that this may be something that may be done, and I've been talking about it all this year. Just read an article updated about it. Most people were saying, well, I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to be implemented. It is, and I've been, showing the signs since January 23rd of this year that it will happen. And I think a lot of people just, they hope for the best sometimes, right? But they never prepare for the worst. I'm going to say that again. Most people just hope for the best. Well, I hope FICO 10 are getting implemented. I hope I'm not one of the 40 million Americans whose credit score will be affected and drop in between 20 to 40 points. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope the banks don't adopt it, because the banks did not adopt FICO 9, which is a myth. They did. A lot of people that make that statement don't have credit monitoring services, so they would not know that, right? You got to hope for the best at this point in the game and prepare for the worst. You have to hope for the best at this point in the game and prepare for the worst, people. You have to hope for the best, prepare for the worst. There was, I just left the gas station from getting gas and speaking to a representative there. Yeah, thank you so much. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You know, what improving your credit score is never, it's an investment. Some people look at it as a cost. It's an investment. The cost is in the price you pay for over financing, interest rates on liabilities, and not being able to gain assets. Let me repeat that again, and I'm getting back to the gas station. I hadn't forgot. The price you pay for credit is when you overfinance or overpay in interest rates for liabilities, like that car you may be driving at 10% or above interest rate, or that vehicle, that truck, whatever, 10, 15, 20% interest rates. I've seen luxury vehicles, 10, 12, 9% interest rates. Listen, I just received an email from PenFed that they now have 1.9% interest rates if you want to purchase a new vehicle. I'm telling you, the wealth transfer is here, and everything is going to revolve around your credit. It's going to be the core of it. You can't say cash is king anymore if you're one of the people who may be in the situation where you have to file for unemployment. It's over 6.6 million Americans. You can't say cash is king. You're going to have to rely on the queen of credit. You're going to have to make different moves this year. This economy is going to take time, maybe years, before it restores itself. Because it's not just the United States, it's a global. I looked at Canada, over millions of Americans unemployed in Canada as well. You don't have but a hope, but credit, right? Whoa, so wow. See, I'm actually on my way to my condo right now. So I've been in and out of staying on top of the news, and you know, some people again are buying cars. I'm trying to buy condos with my credit to flip. So 17 million Americans now unemployment. You know, sometimes it comes to a point in life where you can pray, but you also have to prepare. Preparation, the lack of preparation with prayer is going to be inconsistent, unproductive. You have to prepare and pray. Thank you so much, Hale. How are you? And so, I'm not trying to buy a new car right now. I'm glad with driving my truck and going to invest my time and my credit in an asset that's going to produce income, cash flow and income for me. But there are some people, for whatever reason in this economy, who want to buy new vehicles and 1.9% interest rate for you to buy them. You know, 1.9% interest rate. So back to the gas station, I'm looking at a gas price right now, $1.55 a gallon. And I'm speaking to the cashier at the gas station as I'm getting gas. And I asked, I said, what do you know about the result of the OPEC meeting last night? They're going to cut production, but it wasn't a high production cut as hoped, 10%. And I know President Trump, widely wanted the production cut in the crude oil in that meeting, because he was saying that if it did not happen, that gas stations, Shell gas stations or whatever, Shell gas and oil and these big major companies would go bankrupt, and thousands of people would lose their jobs as well. So I'm still keeping up to date with that news, with that report of how this maybe affect people that's work in oil drilling companies or organizations, other than their retirement and their stocks that are already plummeted. And some people have already lost thousands and thousands of dollars out of their 401k. So I don't know if that 10% was enough to keep companies from filing for bankruptcy. But the even bigger thing, even bigger picture of what my friend guy informed me on yesterday through a text message is that we could enter now a state of stagflation, is what he informed me. And stagflation is when unemployment is high, as my follower just informed me, 17 million people, and prices are high as well. So we're entering into the June or summer months. April and May, my condo is in Mississippi, central Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi, Jackson. And so, with that being said, April and May is months for farmers, agriculture. I'm from Mississippi, as you know. Grandparents always said, don't start planting until after Good Friday, because we always get an Easter snap. I think we got that last week. But anyway, the ozone is so unbalanced because of the stuff that they do to it, and it's 5G is not helping. But on another note, and so most farmers are beginning to plant now. And now with this health epidemic that we're in, it's affecting agriculture's and farmers' ability to plant and produce crops to deliver to your local grocery stores. So you can expect a price peak by May or June in groceries. And if you have gas prices that's increasing as well, because a larger percent of production was not cut. I'm passing by someone in a new vehicle now. Never know people's situation though. They may be in a very good position to buy new vehicles. They may be an essential employee and their jobs may not be at risk. And so now is a good time to buy people. 1.9% interest rate. But now you have high unemployment, and you have high prices. That's what you call stagflation, right? Inflation is just little by little, gradually by gradually, prices begin to increase on things, on your gas over the years. Hyperinflation is when a peak in gas and pricing increases more rapidly, suddenly. Stagflation is to the point where you mixing high unemployment with high prices, which is going to continuously decrease the purchasing power of the dollar, right? Continually decrease the purchasing power of the dollar. So, hey, let me get to my destination. Maybe it was out of town. Oh, no, it's not an Airbnb. No, I'm not doing Airbnb right now. No one is traveling. No one is vacationing. No, I definitely don't want to invest in it. So, let me sign off. Unfortunately, I'm in the part Mississippi that have a lot of bumps and bad roads, so potholes. So let me pay attention. But yeah, you all need to get up on stagflation. You need to get your credit fixed. Right now, credit used to be, I used to say, for investing in emergency situations. I don't see a bigger emergency situation you need than right now to have good credit. I don't see any other lifeline that you can have other than that option. But you all have a great day, great Friday. Happy Good Friday to you all. Thank you for the digital love.